Keir Starmer and his government are planning vast internet restrictions, enormous changes that affect every single person in Britain. After Starmer said he will ban under-16s from social media platforms, they've gone even further, instructing Apple and some telephone companies to develop a government-mandated AI software that will constantly monitor our messages, video calls, and photo albums for banned activity, right there on your own device.
I'm calling on tech companies operating in this country to introduce device control.
Government-mandated AI software will constantly monitor our messages, video calls, and photo albums for banned activity.
Now, we can all agree that children should spend less time in front of screens and more time outside. But why will they orchestrate planned restrictions on messaging and streaming? Is that now spyware in our pockets? And you may think, well, we can just use VPNs to get around this, right? Well, yesterday a Labour MP went on live TV to tell us that they're also taking measures to ban the usage of VPNs for everyone.
Back in July with a further statement around VPNs. But
now everyone is asking, what is this government actually up to? Earlier on, Starmer also tried banning British flags, and he has been trying to ban so many things, especially things that people don't agree with. Well, some lads and children have already expressed their discontent on this, sending Starmer and his government serious warnings, because if this is implemented, it will cause a lot of trouble. In this video, we will take a look at these restrictions the government is imposing on us to spy on our privacy. We will look at the dangers to you as a British citizen if it's implemented. And lastly, we will look at some reactions from British children and other lads on this new Online Safety Act. But first, make sure you subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell for upcoming updates. Don't miss what's coming next. Earlier on, Keir Starmer, in an attempt to downplay and ban Unite the Kingdom rallies, announced a ban on British flags, claiming that people were using it for the wrong purpose, to spread hatred and division. But he conveniently failed to mention that these same people are using that flag to remind him that he is British and he needs to listen to them, especially in the face of rising insecurity and illegal migration in this country. Later, after a massive loss to Nigel Farage in the local elections, Starmer said British patriots were using social media to spread misinformation, and that those involved will face the full force of the law. Meaning, if you use social media to post something against his government, you could be arrested and face serious legal consequences. That is not democracy. That is something else entirely. He also tried to introduce digital IDs, but the British people never welcomed that. So now they've introduced a new online act to ban under-16s from social media and install a private government app on everyone's phone to monitor their activities, which will require face verification. Is that not still the digital ID by another name? And why put a secret app on everyone's phone that monitors anything and everything you do? Now let's take a look at the real dangers of this software that Starmer's government is trying to impose on everyone. First, it's a serious security risk. These measures will force children and adults alike into risky behaviours online, demanding that people send their IDs or open their webcams and take photos of themselves to send over the internet. Once your photos are on the internet, anything can happen to them. You may see your own face on a dating app one day, or criminals can use your image to commit serious crimes online. Secondly, ID checks for everyone. The only way to escape Starmer's Great British Firewall is to undergo a digital ID check on your device or website to register yourself as an adult user. This means potentially uploading a copy of your driving license, passport, or another form of ID. Convenient, isn't it? For a government that has been trying and failing to win the public over with plans to introduce a national digital ID system, or you could choose to have your face scanned instead. Which brings us to the next point. And many other lads have reacted to this by sending stern warnings to Keir Starmer. Let's take a look at what some of them said.
Discussing VPN bans, overnight curfews, and total state control over what British adults can access online, and it all started under the guise of protecting children under 16 with a social media ban. This is textbook authoritarian creep. Give the left an inch and they'll take the entire road. Meanwhile, the same government that wants to police your internet can't stop the boats, can't stop the grooming gangs, and can't stop violent migrants from stabbing people in the street. But they can find the time and resources to come after British people for what they post online.
You can't ban knowledge, right? The moment that the UK floated VPN restrictions, it handed out the exact bypass instructions to every teenager it was trying to protect. Now, kids who had never heard of a SOCKS 5 proxy or a self-hosted server are now learning because the internet told them to. And here's the security issue of it. When you push people away from reputable audited VPN providers, the ones with no log policies and actual accountability, you push them toward unvetted, free alternatives.
It's not welcomed by the majority of citizens. Let's first take a look at this interview with some children about this. They don't welcome this at all and are asking Starmer not to implement it.
Don't ban social media.
People find other ways. And so that's it. You're getting rid of the good, but the bad will still find a way to come through. So it's like, I feel like those creating these apps need to be responsible for it.
I think it's fine, as long as there's more age verification for certain things.
He's focusing on like trying to get rid of social media when we have so many other problems.
Stop people putting out the negative content instead of just banning the content.
It's such a big part of our lives right now, so I don't think it's a good thing that they're banning it, because it stops communication and it stops expression, and that's like things that kids need to learn and like need to use.
I'm so against it and I'm so against it. I tried to get off it, but it's just like so difficult.
I'm still glad about the news. I think it makes sense.
Feel a bit like smoking, it will just gradually ease away.
Do you wish you had had a teenage, like an adolescence without social media?
Sometimes I do, because we just spend too much time on it.
These aren't politicians or journalists. These are ordinary British kids expressing very ordinary British concerns. So here's where we stand. The British government is pushing forward with what many are calling the most invasive surveillance agenda this country has ever seen. From monitoring your private messages, to banning VPNs, to forcing face scans just to access the internet. All while cracking down on the very freedom of speech that makes democracy function. The question isn't just whether this is right or wrong. The question is, where does it stop? Today it's under 16S. Tomorrow it's everyone. Today it's social media. Tomorrow it's your emails, your calls, your search history. Britain has always stood for freedom, for the right to speak your mind, fly your flag, and live your life without someone watching your every move. That tradition is now under serious threat. So what do you think? Is this Online Safety Act genuinely about protecting children, or is it the beginning of something much more sinister? Do you support these restrictions, or do you think this government has gone too far? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more. Until next time, stay informed, stay free, and stay British.